Hamelin Towns in Brunswick, by famous Hanover City. The river Weser, deep and wide, washes its wall on the southern side, a pleasanter spot you never spied. But when begins my ditty, almost 500 years ago, to see the townsfolk suffer so, from vermin was a pity. Rats! They fought the dogs and killed the cats, and bit the babies in the cradles, and ate the cheese out of the vats, and even spoiled the women's chats by drowning their speaking with shrieking and squeaking in 50 different sharps and flats. At last the people in a body to the town hall came flocking. They cried,
"Our mayor is dying! And as for our corporation, shocking! The things we buy you some fancy clothes, what do we do about our rats? You think because you're old and fat, you don't have to do anything! Get off your butts and get your brains racking! As sure as fate will send you packing!"
At this, the mayor and corporation quaked with mighty consternation. An hour they sat in council, and at length the mayor broke the silence.
"For a guilder I'd my special shirt sell. I wish I were a mile away. It's easy for them to say, get your brains a rackin'. My poor head begins to ache. I've scratched and thought, but for naught. For a trap, a trap!"
And what should hap but at the door come a gentle tap.
Yourself, what's that? Anything that sounds like a rat makes my heart go pit-a-pat. "Come in!"
The mayor cried, looking bigger, and in did come the strangest figure. His queer clothes from heel to head was half of yellow and half of red, and he himself was tall and thin, with sharp brown eyes each like a pin, and dark short hair yet swarthy skin, and nobody could enough admire this tall man and his quaint attire. He advanced to the council table, and with
"Graveyards, I am able by means of secret charms to draw creatures that live beneath the sun. A creep or swim or fly or run after me as you never saw. I mostly use my charm on creatures that do people harm. The mole, the toad, the newt, the viper, and people call me the Pied Piper."
And here they noticed, around his neck, a scarf of red and yellow stripe to match his coat of the same colors, and at the scarf's end hung a pipe, and his fingers they noticed were ever straying, as if impatient to be playing upon this pipe as though it dangled over his clothes so old-fangled.
"But I am a poor piper. For what your brain bewilders, if I rid your town of rats, will you give me 1,000 guilders?" "One takes 50,000.
was the exclamation of the astonished mayor and corporation. Into the street the piper stepped, smiling at first, a little smile, as if he knew what magic slept in his quiet pipe all the while. Then, like music dept, to blow his pipe his lips he wrinkled, and tan and brown his sharp eyes twinkled like a candle flame where salt is sprinkled. And ere 3 shrill notes the piper uttered, you heard as if an army muttered. The muttering grew to a grumbling, and the grumbling grew to a mighty rumbling, and out of the houses the rats came tumbling. Brothers, sisters, husbands, wives followed the piper for their lives. From street to street he piped advancing, and step by step they followed dancing, until they came to the river Weser, wherein they perished, leaving one survivor. And now 'tis writ for rats in ink, how he alone swam to the opposite brink. You should have heard all Hamelin town cheering and dancing with quite a sound.
"Go, get long poles, block out the nests and block out the holes, and leave our town without a trace of the rats. But first, if you please, my 1,000 guilders." 1,000 guilders?
The mayor looked blue, and so did the corporation too, to pay the sum to a wandering fellow with a gypsy coat of red and yellow.
Besides, our business was done at the river freight. We saw with our own eyes the rats sink, and what is dead can't come to life, I think. So, friend, we're not folks to shrink from duty of giving you food and drink, but the matter of money which we spoke, you should have known it was all a joke. Besides, our losses have made a thrifty. 1,000 guilders, come take 50.
The piper's face fell, and he cried,
"No place! I can't wait. Besides, I have plans to visit by dinner time another place like in time to get some soup. All the chef is rich and for having left in King's kitchen, and that's the Scorpions, no survivor. With him, I proved no bargain driver, and folks who put me in a passion find me pipe another fashion. How you threaten us? Do your worst. Blow your pipe till you burst."
Once more he stepped into the street, and to his lips again laid his pipe of smooth straight cane, and ere he blew 3 notes. There was a rustling that seemed like a bustling, of merry crowds jostling and pitching and hustling. All the little boys and girls, tripping and skipping, ran merrily after the wonderful music with shouting and laughter. The mayor was dumb, and the council stood as if they were changed into blocks of wood, unable to move a step or a cry, if only follow with the eye. And the council's heart beat as the piper turned from the street to where the river rolled its waters, right in the way of their sons and daughters. But he turned from south to west, and to the town square his steps addressed, and after him the children pressed. But as the piper ended the song, all the children were gone! Did I say all? No, one was lame. He could not dance all the way, and behind he stayed. Alas, alas for Hamelin town! The mayor sent east, west, north, and south to offer the piper by word of mouth wherever it was men's lot to find him. Silver and gold his heart's content, if he returned the way he went, and bring the children behind him. And on the church wall was inscribed, on the 22nd of July, 1376, and the better memory to fix, the place of the children's last retreat, they call it now Pied Piper Street. So friend, let you and I be wipers of scores with all men, especially pipers, and whether they pipe us free from rats or mice, if we've promised them aught, let us keep our promise.